What's up, bro? Bill Renee. Thank you, Mr. Bill Renee. Hello, Mr. Musoke. You're very welcome and thanks for watching. It's really hot. Hello, Mr. Manga. You're very welcome. Ma, welcome. Hello, Mr. Roland. Welcome, my brother. Oh, it's really hot. So guys, we're just waiting for a few others to join so we can start. Please just bear with me. We're just waiting on a few more guys to start. Welcome, Mr. Elindi. There we go, Daddy. You're very welcome. Sorry, guys. We're just waiting for a few more to join so we can start. Mr. B, Renee, please just bear with me. Be patient. Okay? And welcome, Daddy. Okay. We have like 5 more minutes, guys. And then we'll start. Greetings, so Mr. Limby, how are you now? How's life? Thank you so much, Mr. Manga, and thanks for your input. As you can see, I'm putting it to use right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You are awesome. Hello, Bella. You're welcome, my friend. Yes, so Mr. Limby. That's what we have to do. Alright. Um, 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. And we're gonna start. Okay. Welcome, Andine. How are you? Okay, guys. So we're gonna start. So, hello, Nadesh, my sister Hano. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Welcome back to today's video. I hope that everyone is doing just fine by the grace of God. My name is Chantal again, for those who don't know me. Today I want to be talking about something different. The topic for today will be focused on, in other words, today's topic is about believing in ourselves. For some reason I felt like it's important for me to share my thought on this issue. But before I start, I have a few questions to ask. Not that you have to give me the answers, but just questions that will help us to reflect. Yes, Andy, my dear. Welcome. So these questions are just for us to reflect, to think about certain things while we, dive into this discussion. I would like to ask and when I say you, I'm not picking on anyone, I'm just, it's easier for me to say you. I would like to ask if you have a dream. I would like to ask if you have a dream. And if you do, what have you been doing, or have you been working on that dream to make it come true? Another question that I have for you is, are you still dreaming? Are you still dreaming? And if you are still dreaming, how long have you been dreaming? And What is it that is holding you back from making your dreams come true? Those are the questions that I have for us all before I can start. Just so we're all on the same page, what I mean by dream, I'm not talking about when we go to bed and sleep, the things that we see or the things that we feel. I'm talking about the things that would not let us have peace of mind. The things that have refused to let us rest when we are awake. Like the thought that has been bothering our minds when we are awake. And not only awake, but alert. That's what I mean by dream. So just for the purpose of today's discussion, when I refer to dream, that's what I'm talking about. I chose to talk about this because many of us out there, we are suffering. Many of us are suffering. Many of us are unhappy. Many of us are dissatisfied with our lives, with the jobs that we have, the things that we do, the people that the companies that we keep, in fact, everything about us. For one reason. Many of us are not happy. Many of us are where we are because we do not believe in ourselves. Many of us have decided, so we don't believe we have potentials. We don't believe we have the power to do the things that we need to do. We don't have that faith. We don't have faith. We don't have self-confidence. You know, we lack that desire, that burning desire, that driving force that will push somebody, no matter what the circumstance is, to get to where they need to be. We lack that belief in us. Instead, we tend to worry about what people will think about us. We tend to worry about what people will say or how people will judge us. For the things that we're doing, the new steps that we are taking, the new actions that we are taking. We tend to rely on people's judgment. We tend to anticipate what people will say about us. And by so doing, we are limiting ourselves. We have limited ourselves, and so we would remain in the same place where we are until something is done. We cannot continue to have people impression or people judgment on us. We cannot use that like our foundation or our determining factor if we must succeed in life. When we continue to feed our mind with negative thoughts, with limitations, when we continue to tell ourselves we can't do this, oh, I can't do it, I don't think I can do this, oh, this is too hard, I don't think I can do that. When we continue to do that to ourselves, what we don't understand we're doing is we are building a shield. We are building a wall. Not that kind of wall. I'm talking about an invisible wall. We are building a barrier between our existence as human beings and our purpose during our existence in this life. So our existence has been separated from our purpose. That's what happens when we continue, to limit ourselves, because the power lies in us. There's nothing we cannot do if we just believe. On the other hand, if we start by trying to reset our minds, if we start by trying to be positive, trying to stay on the positive lane, and say we can, we are able to, instead of unable, that we can instead of we can't. If we start to focus on the possibilities instead of focusing on anticipated hindrances, if we stop focusing on distractions, I call them distractions because those will not determine the success. If we start doing all of these positive things, we will be able to reconnect. We will be able to reconnect our existence with our purpose in life. We don't want to be in existence, just in existence, without having a purpose. And many of us have been living like that, even without knowing. Sometimes we know the purpose, sometimes we don't. There's some disconnection. And all this disconnection comes as a result of lack of self-confidence. So having that reconciliation between our existence as human beings and our purpose in life, there's a sense of commitment that we don't notice, and that can only come with that belief, that driving force that pushes you, that driving force that pushes you, and you only realize you are unstoppable no matter what. What people say don't matter to you, because no matter what, people will always, we as humans, it's in our nature to react in every circumstance. Whenever there's a change, whenever there's a change in any way or form, we as humans, we will react. But if you have that belief, that self-confidence, that driving force, that burning desire that is unstoppable, you will get to where you are going. And there's nothing that's impossible we make them impossible by ourselves, with our own mind, with our own souls, with our own mouth. We alone can change that. You know, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you have or what you don't have. My message for you right now is that it's time. Thank you, Marjane. Thank you so much. It's time for us to take control over our lives. It's time for us to take control over the things that we desire, the things that we want to do, the things that we enjoy doing them. It is time for us to stop wishing to be somebody else instead of focusing to believe in ourselves. Because we have everything it takes for that somebody to wish to be like us. But the difference yet is we do not believe in ourselves. It is time for us to start doing the things that make us happy. It is time for us to let our passion lead us. It is time for us to stop limiting ourselves. Like I said before, there's nothing we can't do if we believe. It is time for us to stop believing in other people more than ourselves. It is time for us to stop living the lives of other people. It is time to stop relying on somebody else's judgment on you to determine whether or not you must move forward or not. It is time to stop. And it is time to pick up, believe in yourself. It doesn't matter what dream you have. It doesn't matter what passion you have. It could be anything. That is your passion. You must follow it. You have to. You have to let it out. You have to show it to the world. You cannot sit on it and wish to be somebody else. You have something in you that people are wishing they were you. Like I said before, we have to believe. And only when we believe, we will be able to do the things that we want to do. And I will testify to that. I, for one, I know I've always loved to talk to people. I've always loved to motivate people. I've always loved to inspire people, especially at my job site. But that has always been on a one-to-one basis. I never looked beyond that because I knew that's not, I can't be that. I'm not able to do what other people are doing. I can't do beyond this. I limited myself right there. It wasn't magic. I brought it upon myself. But I have been encouraged. I have been inspired. I have been pushed out of my comfort zone because that's where I was. I was comfortable doing what I was doing and I didn't want to think about nothing else. I'm not moving forward. This is where I belong. But I was wrong. Until when I got pushed out of my comfort zone by that amazing friend, which I always say thank you. For most people who know me, I'm a shy person, that's for sure. What I'm doing right now, I would never had even imagined. I would never had even thought of it. If you said this to me, I would laugh right at your face and move on, because I know I can't do it. That was how I limited myself. That was the wall I built, you know, from moving forward. But this is the third video I'm doing. I'm not good, I'm not yet good, but I believe that that challenge that I took, that wall that I break, that shield that I break, that barrier, every obstruction that was in my way, that I took away, I now believe I can be better. I believe, and why not even best, as long as I keep doing it, as long as I keep believing in what I'm doing. And I'm taking myself as an example, that if I can do this, believe it or not, you can do it. And even more, you can. Stop living in existence. We have a purpose, and you must achieve it. Only when you believe in yourself, only when you start looking at your own potentials and become unstoppable. That's the only time you will have that breakthrough. I don't know what jobs you have. I don't know what lives really some of us are living. I don't know. But one thing I do know, some of us have some jobs, well-paid jobs. We are happy going to work every single day. But there's something missing. Believe it or not. There's always something missing. Something telling you, you need to do this. You need to do this. There's a difference between living the life that you've been dreaming versus dreaming the life that you want to live. We can't continue to dream the life that we want to live forever. We have to break that. We have to break that shield. And if I can do it, believe it or not, everybody else can do it. It is time for us to get out of our comfort zone. That's not where we belong. We can do better than that. We are capable. We are able. Only if you believe, you are. And one last thing I wanted to leave you guys with. You know, like I said last time during the last video, everyone has a purpose, and there's a reason, and there's a purpose for everything. I just want you guys to think about this, that there's something very precious that you might be holding on to instead of sharing. You were assigned that because that's your purpose and that's what you have to fulfill. You cannot continue to hold on to what needs to be shared. There might be someone out there whose breakthrough, whose new day, it's on hold, pending you releasing what you have. If you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for somebody out there. You might be helping a life. You might be solving a problem. Because like I said, there's a purpose for everything. Whatever you're doing now, whatever job you have, whatever position you're holding, that person that hired you, that person who put you in that position, believed in themselves. And you having that job or you holding that position is because that person believed in themselves. And because they believed in themselves, they gave you that job because they believe you can handle the job. If not of them, you will not have that job. So please, do not hold back. You have all it takes. Thank you, Ma. Thanks. Yeah. Do not hold back. Let it out. Let it out. It might be a solution for somebody. And on this note, I will leave you guys. And I just want to thank you all. I want to appreciate your time, appreciate your patience, and I hope you learned something. I hope that you will do something if, you know, something meant something to you. I hope you would share the video, and your comments, feedback will be appreciated. Thank you once again, and I hope to see you soon. Good night.